Hello and welcome to this short refresher of measure, shape and space at level 1 and 2 for legacy functional skills. My name is Charmaine Phelps and I'm the Curriculum Officer for Maths Functional Skills here at NCFE. We do have a lot to cover in this session, so if you need to pause the recording at any point, please do so. We would recommend that you use the video alongside the accompanying activity booklets to check understanding after each section. These refresher sessions do not cover the full curriculum at level 1 and 2, simply the parts of the curriculum that Chief Examiner reports have found that learners struggle with the most. So this session will cover units of measurement and conversions, and in part B, we'll cover perimeter, area, and volume. So first we'll take a look at the subject content. At level 1, this is the full subject content at level 1, but for the purposes of this recording, we're just going to focus on solving problems requiring calculation with common measures, including money, time, length, weight, capacity, and temperature, and converting units of measure in the same system. At level 2, we are going to look at use, convert, and calculate using metric and, where appropriate, imperial measures. So first of all, we'll take a look at the different units of measurement. In the metric system, units for length are measured in kilometers and meters. Kilo simply means 1,000. So whenever you see kilo, kilometer, kilogram, it means 1,000. So some conversion facts: 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. 1 centimeter equals 10 millimeters. These facts help to convert between different metric measurements. So to convert 3,300 meters into kilometers, we would need to divide by 1,000, and that will give us 3.3 kilometers. Alternatively, if we were converting 1.82 kilometers, we wanted to know how that in meters, we would multiply by 1,000. So 1.82 times 1,000 equals 1,820 meters. In the metric system, units for weight are measured in tons, kilograms, grams, and micrograms. We don't tend to use tons or micrograms a great deal, but it is still useful to know these conversion facts. So 1 ton is 1,000 kilograms. 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. 1 gram is equal to 1,000 micrograms. You can use these facts to work out how to change from one unit to another. In the metric system, units for capacity or volume are measured in litres, centilitres, and millilitres. So we're looking at liquid measurements here. So conversion facts: 1 litre is 1,000 millilitres. 1 centilitre equals 10 millilitres. These facts can help you to work out how to change from one unit to another. So 50, we know that we've got 50 centilitres. How much is that in litres? So if we know that 1 centilitre equals 10 millilitres, and there's 1,000 millilitres is equal to a litre, it means there must be 100 centilitres in a litre. So to convert 50 cl into litres, we simply divide by 100 and we get 0.5 litres. So 50 centilitres is the same as 500 millilitres or 0.5 litres. So here to convert 0.5 litres into millilitres, we multiply by 1,000. So 0.5 times 1,000 is 500 millilitres. Time can be written as hours, minutes, and seconds. So, for example, if you were to see this, 2, 14, 13, that would give you 2 hours, 14 minutes, and 13 seconds. These are some useful facts that your learners should know. 60 seconds is a minute. 60 minutes is an hour. 24 hours is a day. 7 days is a week. In a year, there are 365 days, but in every fourth year or leap year, there's 366 days. Every year has 52 weeks. 100 years is a century. 1,000 years is a millennium. The most important thing to note when it comes to time is when it's shown as a decimal, we need to convert that time into hours and minutes. So 7.5 hours isn't 7 hours and 50 minutes, it's 7 hours and 30 minutes, because half of an hour, 0.5 of an hour, is 30 minutes. So if you were doing a calculation of 2.1 hours plus 3.5 hours, you would see, adding it together, 2.1 plus 3.5 is 5.6 hours. But in order to calculate what that is in hours and minutes, we would need to convert 60 divided by 10 would give you 6. So a tenth of an hour is 6 minutes. So 0.6 of an hour is 6/10 of an hour. So 6 times 6 equals 36 minutes. So if you were calculating 2.1 hours plus 3.5 hours, and you needed to give the answer in hours and minutes, the answer would be 5 hours and 36 minutes. We all have to solve a range of problems in real life that involve calculations with money. I might need to calculate how much my shopping bill has added up to, or how much money I need to pay back over 3 years when buying a car on finance. The units of money in the United Kingdom are pounds and pence. Each pound has 100 pence. The units of money must always be indicated. For instance, a pound or p for pence. So you might write 45.50 pounds. That's the same as 4,550 pennies, but you would never write 45.5 pounds. You always write it to 2 decimal places. And if you were to write 45.50p, well, that isn't even a whole pound. So converting 45 pounds 50 into pence would not give you an answer of 45.5 pence. So we're going to look at imperial conversions. So the units of length in the imperial system are measured in miles, yards, and feet. So 1 mile equals 1,760 yards, 1 yard equals 3 feet, 1 foot equals 12 inches. So we've got some useful conversion facts here. You don't need to learn these, so there's no need to panic your learners by telling them they have to learn these off by heart. But it's useful for the tutor to have these facts for when you are creating questions for your learners. So we'll look at an example now. So Selma measures the width of her room as 5 yards. She's bought a 3-meter long, a very long sideboard. Will that sideboard fit into the room? And we're told here that 1 yard is equal to 0.9144 meters. So how are we going to calculate this? So we can look at 5 times 0.9144 gives 4.572 meters. So yes, the sideboard is going to fit, and she'll actually have 157.2 centimeters spare. So the 5 yards of her, the length of her room, we've converted that into meters, and we can see that her room is actually 4.572 meters long. So she's definitely going to fit that 3-meter long sideboard in. Another example we've got here is David tracking his runs in kilometers, and he manages to run 25 kilometers. How far has he run in miles? We're told here that 1 mile equals 1.609 kilometers. To find out how many miles 1 kilometer is, we need to divide both sides by 1.609, because we know that he did 25k, but we're told here that 1 mile equals 1.609k. How are we going to convert that? So the easiest thing to do is to find out, to convert it the other way around, so that we've got 1 kilometer equals so many miles. So divide both sides by 1.609, and that gives us 0.622 miles is equal to 1 kilometer. So then all we need to do is 25 times 0.622 equals 15.54 miles. The units of weight in the imperial system are measured in ounces, pounds, and stone. So it's useful to know the following conversion factors. 1 stone is equal to 14 pounds, 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. You can use these factors to work out how to change from one unit to another. This table shows some conversion facts, but again, these do not need to be learnt by heart, but it's useful to have them when creating questions for learners, or these ones in particular are really useful to know if you're doing any cooking in the kitchen, or if you are tracking your weight, knowing that 14 pounds equals a stone, knowing that 16 ounces equals a pound, are really useful facts to know. So here we have an example. A chef is baking an apple strudel and has 6 kilograms of apples. The recipe needs 13 pounds of apples. So does he have enough? So we'll look at this from, there's 2 different methods to work this out. So the first method we'll look at is if 1 pound equals 454 grams, and the recipe says you need 13 pounds, well, if you do 454 times 13, that gives you 5,902 grams. Convert that into kilograms, and it means that the recipe is asking for 5.902 kilograms. Well, he's got 6 kilograms, so that's fine. Chef's got enough apples, brilliant. And the next method, and either method would be valid, if 1 pound equals 0.454 kilogram, but we want to find out what 1 kilogram is in pounds, divide both sides to find by 0.454. So 1 divided by 0.454 is 2.202 pounds, and 0.454 divided by 0.454 is equal to 1. So that's what we have there. And then we know that he's got 6 kilograms, so 2.202 times 6 will show that he has 13.212 pounds. And again, we can see the chef has enough apples. So it doesn't matter which method you use, they both give you the correct answer. So when it comes to capacity, the units of capacity in the imperial system are measured in gallons, pints, and fluid ounces. And it's useful to know the following conversion factors. 1 gallon is equal to 8 pints. 1 pint is equal to 20 fluid ounces. You can use these factors to work out how to change from one unit to another in the metric system. So here we have some conversion facts. These do not need to be learned, but it's just useful to have a sight of them. So here we have an example. Jasmine wants to drink 3 litres of water per day. She only has a half-pint glass. How many glasses of water does she need to drink to reach 3 litres? So we're given 1 litre is equal to 1.75 pints. So the first step is to work out how many pints she needs to drink. So 3 times 1.75 gives us the number of pints that she needs to drink, 5.25 pints. Her glass only holds a half a pint, so if we divide that by 2, multiply that by 2, sorry, that gives us 10.5. So Jasmine needs to drink 10.5 glasses of water if she is to meet her target of drinking 3 litres of water per day. So to summarise, we've taken a quick look at different units of measurement. We've looked at converting units of measurement between from different systems in the metric system, from different measurements in the metric system to different measurements between the metric system and the imperial system. There are activities that accompany this recording, so please signpost your learners towards those. If you have any questions following this recording, my email is charmainePhelps@ncfe.org.uk. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.